What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc?
Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world. Somewhere that's very, very hot. In fact, I think there's a guy with horns and a red tail across the room. What can I say? But hello, welcome to everybody who's here so far, bright and early. Felipe, Werner, and Lucian, y'all in here and saying hi early. Nightmare himself is also here. Yeah, you've been looking for that guy too? Tell him to cut it out? Yeah, I'm reading about the temperatures out by you. It sounds worse than here for some reason. I can't imagine that. Can't imagine that. Well, not a hideous vibe. I think we can deal with that, Lucian. I hope. I was a little bit late because I had to quick run to the fridge and get a ice cold water out of there. So at least, well, for the next 5 minutes before it gets warm, I have a cold drink. Because I had been quickly drinking a little late afternoon cappuccino to get a little coffee in me to perk me back up and get a little caffeine flowing. Because I know the weather was like wiped me out. So I'm trying all the tricks that I have to try and stay full of energy. We'll see. Storm Maris, good to see you. See, I'm even drinking out of an orangish mug to stick with the channel colors. How about that? Glacier, good to see ya. I hope you can correct Lucian's vibe. I know you're gonna vibe, so I know I can't prevent that. Oh, I guess the hot weather is just driving it all up high. Glacier, you gotta stop. You gotta come up with something else besides oopsie. Like, yeah. That's right, Nightmare. Each time he's like, oopsie, how did that happen? Like it never happens or something. Sweaty Floki, good to see you. I think 90% of the audience is just drip drying today in front, trying to survive. Oh no, Storm Maris now. Y'all, it's getting worse. Yeah, spaghetti. Oh, ho, ho. Yikeroonies. Holy smokes. I hope we go well. I hope we have a good first mission here. Yeah, a nice little compound mission. It's been a while, so I kind of read up on it. There's a timer, but it shouldn't start until we go live. And at that point, it goes up a notch every turn, increasing the enemy vigilance as it goes. So, they start at guarded, then they start at some point, then they're actively looking for you, so you know that means yellow alert and shoot at you if they find you, kind of thing. So that's the way it works. And then when it gets up to level 10, automatic reinforcements. And if for some reason it goes well and we get to our hostage or captive Machinehater, the moment we unlock his containment facility, it also kicks it immediately to 10. So It's a little bit of a mechanic that we haven't dealt with yet, and thank you, Nightmare, top of the hour. So we'll get a good look at it for you. It's one of the newer missions that has been added to the Long War of the Chosen and one of the more recent updates. So it's in an effort to try and help with our mission variety. So let's get over here and see what we're doing. Oh yeah, and I'm starting in here for a reason. When everything's perfect and I don't notice anything, how often does that happen? I start at the mission, but I noticed something. We have 155 supplies, which, you know, I kind of been trying to build up for laser weapons and stuff. And laser weapon research is about 7 days away. We have 12 days to clear this alien debris to get more supplies. And we will have, on this mission and hopefully, you know, any others before that time frame, we'll have loot drops that maybe we'll gather up, we would hope, and we'll have stuff we can sell at the black market to make more money. So when we get the laser weapons built, remember we also get one free laser weapon. So I think I can afford to build my first facility. That's going to cost 150, but I think with 7 days before the research finishes, there's too much that can happen that we're going to hope happens, that we try to make happen to have money for maybe an extra laser weapon or two once we research it. So that's kind of my thinking, and that's why I decided now is the time to build the facility, because there's never enough money when you want it. So we have it. We have a 7-day window to get more. And so I think now is the right time to build our first facility. And what that will be is a guerrilla tactics school. What it does do, even though we have commander's choice, so it kind of makes that not that important, but we can train our rookies to whatever class we want and make them a spec without having to go out on a mission as a rookie. And it also unlocks the officer training. And I believe, don't quote me on it, but when it finishes, I think it also allows us to start equipping the PCS chips. I think this is the building that does it. Dramatic effect, I think I'm right. Oh, Glacier, way to go. Too bad you just couldn't do that one alone without the other one, eh? Because it's still not as good as it could be when you add in the other one. But thank you for that. So I'm going to build a
Guerrilla Tactics School construction
14
initiated.
days. If I get an extra engineer somewhere along the way, it could be quicker. But we're very light on engineers, so that could be another goal for us at some point, is to get another engineer. But I decided this is the way we'd go. I could have spent it on the science. There's a lot I could have done, but I felt I wanted to get our first building in, and that's what I decided to do with this fund. And we'll go from there. Okay, so let's back out of here and get to the mission at hand that y'all are expecting to see. And it's right over here. Victor, rescue the VIP, and that VIP happens to be Machinehater. And 100% infiltrated, 7 to 9. It's from the Advent compound, so there's timers involved, and we'll look at that as soon as we get in there a little closer. The squad, as a reminder, Teddy Husky Good Boy, so we have a specialist with scanning protocol, because we do not have a shinobi. So once we are visible, we're visible, and we'll have to kind of rely on scanning protocol to get us going. Yeah, plug in the approach vector. We do have Trojan, which will be very helpful if we happen to run into any drones on this mission. And Special McList is our ranger, so it's nice to have that and some walk fire if somebody's difficult. I think I was about to make up word. Proves to be difficult in how they position themselves. We do have a technical, an Archangel, yet again. He has napalm this time, so that increases panic and burn potentials. Carlos has grenades, but he's low level, so he does not have needle grenades, so we got to be aware that he can destroy loot, which we like not to do if we can help it. And then we also have another squatty without a lot of perks, and we have a sharpshooter. This may, you can argue this is not the ideal one for that, but to bring my grenadier, I needed to bring the bond partner to build on the bond, and maybe we can get an extra movement applied or something to get us in position for a grenade. You know, we'll see. And then of course, story-wise, we had to bring a Lasermaster, Machinehater Jr. along on the mission that rescues Machinehater. So that's what we got. Let's get down there and make it happen. Let's launch. See where we start. Welcome aboard, Captain Timoza. Good to see you in here. Whew. I think I said hi to everybody else. Yeah, Storm Eris, I did acknowledge you when you came in. So that's everybody I know of that's out there by name. And hopefully we'll have a nice, good, clean mission. Wouldn't that be nice? If you noticed on the cover, starting soon, we have our longest flawless streak so far, and we haven't streamed that many episodes yet, is 2 in a row. We're currently at 1 in a row.
We received an emergency request from the spokesman asking for our help in freeing a VIP sympathetic to the resistance cause. Advent forces are holding the captive somewhere in this area.
That's always the hope.
We're expecting a steady contingent of reinforcements to back them up.
Yep.
Lock down the area, eliminate all hostile resistance, and secure the VIP.
Yeah, pretty much when the timer hits 10, I think there's a turn and then reinforcements drop. And then I think the next wave of reinforcements gives you a 1-turn break. And after that, it's every turn. So the reinforcements start flowing really, really fast once you hit turn 10, one of the counter, which doesn't start until we go live. So we can influence that a little by how we set up, ideally, but you know, sometimes these pods don't cooperate. and crazy stuff happens. That's where it's up to us to adapt. Oh, it's nice to see. It looks like we're starting in a trench.
We have a confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
So we've located a compound holding a VIP important to the resistance. Important to us. It's Machinehater. Infiltrate the compound and rescue the VIP. Once alerted, Advent will begin increasing security each turn, eventually summoning reinforcements. Firebrand will embark once XCOM signals that the VIP is in custody. So our evacuation doesn't go until we've unlocked the cell in which Machinehater is in. And our pickup, I don't know, can't remember exact timer, 2 or 3 turns from once we unlock the cell door. So we do have to put up with potential reinforcements depending on how quick everything goes. So I feel like looking at this, the building with the cells in it, I'm guessing, looking at the map, because this is wilderness off to the side, so I'm guessing the building looks like it's back here, and we're actually kind of coming into the middle-ish of what I believe to be the compound, the area. It's kind of over here with the actual cells in this building here. All right, so that's our goal. So do we have any high ground anywhere nearby? That would have been ideal for our sniper, but it looks like we're just going to have to deal with low ground, no height advantage, because I don't really want to bring her. I think I saw a potential building back here, but I don't, not now. I don't even see it in the fog of war. Sometimes there are security guard houses that I thought might be nice and helpful for a sniper, but it doesn't look like it. Let's see. Well, let's get Archangel up here. He's got an SMG. Let's get our first vision over here.
You got it. Stay frosty.
Okay, well, we found the first wandering pod. Typically, we see more pods of 2 on this particular mission. So if we see 2 here, we might see what? We might see 3 pods of 2 and a pod of 3, or 4. We could see 4 pods of 2 and a drone. I mean, there's a lot of different breakdowns we can see on the pods. But this the initial peak looked like a pod of 2, didn't we? So we'll keep our eyes open there. I kind of want to take a peek up here too, because if it's only a pod of 2, if we can somehow find where a couple pods are, it might not be a bad idea. I'm just gonna bring you here. Looks like Servando has made it in. That's a weekend, so you get to make it a little earlier than normal, is what it looks like. Welcome aboard. I'm gonna come over here, even though it's a yellow move, but generally these guys patrol inside the compound. They can, I have seen them come outside of the compound, but it's less common. So they could come out of the compound and it could get back this far to see us, but I think that would be really unusual if that happened.
This way. Enemy contact.
Oh. Well, that's potentially good news. If we can get up here quick enough with everybody to set up some sort of activation. We know we have a pod of 2 there and a pod of 2 here. And don't quote me on it, but I could have sworn one of them looked like a gunner. And this was a sectoid trooper, maybe? I didn't pay attention. I wasn't really focusing on what they might be at that particular moment. Yeah, I'm not like thrilled with the cover I can get everybody to.
Und ab geht's.
Right away. Now, if I'm gonna open with a grenade, might not be bad to get you here. We'd have a play there, and if they wandered towards us, we might have a play here.
Understood.
Where could I place a sniper where we might have a shot? Too bad too bad our sniper can't climb a tree. Wouldn't that be nice? If I come here, I see 1. Well, because that's all we have line of sight on. So I guess initially we bring our sniper here. There's not a lot of... Okay, well, there's half cover here. That also potentially works.
Zasuwam.
So we don't have any high ground to help our aim on that particular one. Now, Speshmik list, it wouldn't be a bad plan to have you near the front.
Double time.
This depends on which pod moves which way, as therefore what's our activation gonna be, kind of a thing. Teddy Husky, good boy. You don't have to be super close, we just have to be flexible in breaking Overwatch with you. That's one thing. And flexible with your... Once we get activated, rely on your scanning protocol a little bit so we don't accidentally activate extra pods. Can't get there. Don't want you too far back. Well, we'll just kind of bring you here. It's not like any of them should wander out this way, and then we'll still have room to maneuver. And we'll see where they wander, and see if we get an opportunity to activate. Maybe they'll commingle, walk towards each other. Wouldn't that be nice? No? Okay, so they're not going to be nice. Yeah, it is a trooper sectoid.
We have Firebrand on standby for evac, Commander, but as soon as she gets in range, the whole compound will go on high alert. We should hold back unless we have the target or it's an absolute emergency.
So we may just want to activate coming up. Now, where are you at? You have grenade activation. What is your shot on flat ground? You have an 87% opening on a gunner. %84 on the sectoid. So we have decent shots if we want to do an opener with you. And then hopefully, depending on how they scatter, we potentially can get a flamethrower all the way up here to deal with. Well, they'd have to run right towards us to be able to get in flamer territory. So we have, I may do that sniper opening. That way we're starting with a pot of 4. It would be like starting with a pot of 4. Yeah. Yeah, little kind of stealth ability, climb that tree ability, whatever it might be. So I think Aleksandra, I think this is your chance to potentially shine. I don't know how many more opportunities we're going to get to give you a chance. But I think this is a good time for us to go. And the most dangerous of any of the soldiers out there is the gunner. And we're gonna hope you can open up and hit the gunner right off the bat. I can't get close enough with the flamethrower. Could open with grenades, but then they're going to be in cover and your shot won't be as good. So let's take our best sniper shot we're probably going to get. And no, I hate. Yeah, that's the other way to do it. But I won't get her good activation. And then they may wander away so they don't get activated. Right now they're all in reach. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel if I shoot there and hopefully hit, they're less likely to. They'll try coming towards us then, and then this pair over here will hopefully more likely come towards us a little rather than run away. Yeah, but the thing is, that I think I have enough tools to deal with everybody. The only problem here is you'd have to maybe move before you launch your grenade. Then I can get a grenade thrower or flashbanger close. I can get you moved up. I think I can do it here and now. Then we have combat protocol to get anyone we can't quite take out. We then have Speshmic list at least near this pod. This is the pod we don't have a guarantee to kill. But I like the idea of hard with the timer. I like the idea of taking care of 4 at the first go as opposed to. So the question becomes, yeah. Is this the right moment or not is the big question. These guys will both move to full cover. I have walk fire to dig them out. I have flames to dig them out. I have grenades to dig them out. Or do we wait one more turn? Now, if they wander too far away, it's going to be harder to deal with them all, kind of as a single pod, before others may wander in against us. That's the only thing It's not perfect. Yeah, but I don't think it's too difficult to kill these two guys with a flamethrower that can move up to here and fire them. Whichever one proves to be difficult. The only thing that'll make this awkward is if we miss. But then I have a grenadier. I have a flashbanger that could get nearby. That might be able to reach a thing over there. And the thing is, that guy's a trooper. So I have a golden opportunity to take this group out. And that's what I'm thinking. I have the ability to blue move here to flame and take care of this thing after the sniper shot. And even if they split up, that I might have the ability to even move here and shoot this way behind the full cover that they might take. I think I'll have options. As long as I don't miss this shot. That's kind of how I see it potentially playing out. And then if I don't need to use Specific List, if I take care of it that easily, then I have Specific List to be able to shoot over this way, along with a grenade. Because if I don't need the grenade and Specific List over here, and it's potential, but I also might need them. And then I also would have you and a grenade and or flashbang with Lasermaster being able to come over in this direction. I'm assuming they would rush us a little bit when they go live. If they run away, it'll be awkward. But I feel confident I can handle this one. So let's give it a go. Aleksandra, this is your time to show us what you can do. Chance for a kill, more than likely we injure. Hopefully there is a 10% graze. And see what you can do. Show your stuff. We hit him. What'd we do with that? We only grazed. So the flamethrower is important. And the flamethrower, they spread out more than I expected. Now they didn't. Let's just think about it. So I can't hit both of them with a flamethrower, and I can't really hit both of them with a flamethrower, but I can get rid of the gunner. Odds are I can take care of the gun. That means ooh, we kind of got a free shot there to blow that thing up. Has an okay chance of taking out the trooper. Lasermaster Jr. could handle that. And then a grenade could come here, or if I felt the need to not get flashbanged, he could. It's not a flank shot for us. Oh, does it have 4 HP? I didn't see that. Let's take a look. I don't see 4 HP. Let's find out. No, that's the trooper. It's not. This one's an automatic explosion target. Unlike the one on that train, I think this is an automatic explosion. Because the trooper, this is all the trooper's numbers. 4 health, and that's his health bar. That this thing doesn't get it. This is showing what the damage I would do for the. So I think that's a play to get rid of the trooper. So the scariest thing over here for me, and just in case we don't take him out, we'd have to worry about the Sectoid trying to come up for a flank shot, but then you could argue I have to worry about him coming up for a flank shot too. So he's more likely to throw a flashbang at us, because right now there's enough of us clumped up. So let's come forward and let's burn the gunner. There's a chance we kill him with that though now, since we didn't I was hoping for at least 4 damage so we could have combat protocol in line, but we don't. Or I play there. What's your shot? Let's look at the gunner again with one other. We could go 44, and then we could follow it up with a walk fire. It's 74. And between those 2 shots, then we might get him down to combat protocol territory. And then that would make it easier for me to come over here and flame this guy. And then we would have Sectoid able to do a big boom over here. And maybe we don't even need to throw up, you know, blow that thing up. But if the Advent Trooper doesn't die, then we can blow that thing up also with Lasermaster. So I think we have the potential to do a lot of damage. But I'm going to start out with this first, because it allows me to take care of everyone if Speshmik list over 2 hits, one of them admittedly being a low chance to hit, but even a graze would help on the first shot, and then walk fire gives us much better odds. So let's give this combo a go, because that determines if the engineer is left alive or not. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Speshmik said, let's make it easy for Commander today and help him out. Now Speshmik still has walk fire available over here. All right. So I kind of feel like I will move you forward. Oh no, that's Teddy Husky. Excuse me. Let's get our right. Yeah. So I think I will move you up to this point, Sectoid. Because even from where you are, you can hit this grenade. But we're going to move you up just so Lasermaster can follow you. And maybe hit something with a grenade if we need it. Yeah, we brought all the SMGs that can shoot barrels, yeah. Hopefully there's lots of barrels on this mission. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be very helpful. It would make our SMGs that much more powerful. So let's look at a grenade on this side. And here we go.
Grenade out.
Make it a good one. Let's hope it's a good. Let's not roll a min grenade like that. Okay, well, sometimes you're bound to roll a min grenade. It happens. I am leaning towards getting rid of the trooper by having us shoot that. And we could see it with our SMG even.
Schon unterwegs.
And then we're going to be stuck doing wrap up on a Sectoid. Holy. Okay, well, he had loot, so much for selling that loot for laser weapons. So we have 2-ish options. Let's just use up your shot. See if you can hit on walk fire. No. So now we're going to rely on fire to do the job. Oh, and that gives us full cover. I guess I want to do it from here. I should be able to flame him from here still. I would think. Just in case he gets ornery and wanting to move forward.
Move it!
Yeah. Do it.
Acknowledged.
Okay, he's burning. Good damage. We don't have to worry about him. And he's panicked. We got the... Well, I guess that's not exactly a trifecta. We got the double things we needed to, you know, get him. Now, if he decides to shoot, hopefully he just raises the dead. But Husky, I'm gonna bring you here. Wait. Yeah, I think I'm just... We'll save the combat protocol. Oh, you can't see the sectoid from there anyway. So... the choices I have is come here, shoot the sectoid, but I'm thinking... We're just going to get you into full cover in case this is an aggressive sectoid, so we don't have two guys sitting in half cover. We'll bring you here in... Well, let's take a look at the sectoid first of all. He can get this far, so he's not going to flank us. So let's come here and give aid protocol to Lasermaster, Machinehater Jr., because he's the one in half cover in case the sectoid shoots.
Yes, Commander.
Because even if I was able to get an extra shot on the sectoid, we ain't killing him this turn. Just the way it is. Let's try to help everybody who might be susceptible. Let's hope we stay alive. There goes him. No loot. There goes the sectoid. Raise the dead. We do have a flashbang in range. Oh, we got a second pod. Also raising the dead. That apparently we do not see yet. So we might have the ability to somehow activate that pod, which is standing right in the doorway. Interesting. We do have a free reload, which would help us out. But we got two zombies on the map. Huh. What you know? We have your grenade. Let's just get a sense for how far these zombies can move. So how close we could get, just in case we don't kill the sectoid. So I could come here, which is actually full cover, if I can run that far. And we can. And that would allow me to throw a grenade there. Weaken the sectoid up. What kind of shots do you have? It's not a great shot. So I can either, therefore, since it's not a great shot, we can either have you shoot or hollow target. Help other shots. And then unfortunately I have to move you back. If I move you back, if I come here to take a peek with you, I don't know if now's the time to do that. Well, what I could do, just stay where I am, and throw the flashbang here and get rid of the zombie while we're out of sight. So we might just do that, and then we could focus on this Sectoid, eh? Everybody else can focus on this one. Starting off with Lasermaster, and then, you know, we could also bring, we got 2 grenades against him. And then cleanup patrol with aid protocol and or walk fire, because I got a free reload and we could get close enough to shoot with that. So that may be the play. Let's open up with you. We showed that this was a safe space for you to go, so we're going to bring you here, Lasermaster.
Klingt machbar.
And we're going to frag.
Werfe Granate!
Okay, that grenade was a little better than the first one that went at him. And there's a chance that the next grenade that goes at him could kill him. Well, let's find out. We're potentially destroying loot if that happens, but it's not a 100% chance. We'd like to at least do 3 damage though, but not low roll with 2, so we have combat protocol available. All right, Sectoid did his job. Now, I think we stay where we are. I think I do the combat protocol. Let's throw the flashbang and see if, since we're going to be throwing it technically from out of sight, let's see how that works, because that should get rid of the zombie. So let's find out.
Acknowledged.
Oh, that's a pot of 3, my friends. Did you see 3 disorients? Yeah, 3 disorients. This is a pot of 3. And right now they're not active, but I guarantee you next turn they will be. Baby. So maybe since they're going to be moving and they may come into our sight, I reload Overwatch, and with you just Overwatch, because if I reload you, you can't Overwatch. And we set up a couple Overwatches, and then over here we combat protocol with Husky, which means we won't have it available for a couple turns. I think it's a 2-turn cooldown. Should say, oh no, 3-turn cooldown, so we won't have it available right away. But it gets rid of this pesky sectoid with his little friend.
That's what we're looking for.
Now we also got some loot on the map, which are going to have to try to balance out and pick up. Now this is full cover. If we will have the ability to get it next turn. Yeah, Lasermaster would be able to get over here. Probably want to do scanning protocol to make sure if we can see something on this part of the map. And so I think I do just what I was talking about. Let's do a regular reload, since we're just going to stay here in Overwatch.
I'm ready.
Hopefully this pod is going to move out and get shot at by us.
No one's getting past me.
Yeah, just Overwatch.
Rozkaz, wypatruję wrogów.
Let's find out. Are they gonna... Oh, they did not do what I thought they would do. And little free tile scanning does not seem to show that they're... where they might have moved to. So that's interesting. How about we do this? See if we can find them. This would definitely help. Okay, they move farther back in. Not that far back in, but they move farther back in. So they would activate and scatter once they see us. Yeah, bringing you here for that actually does not give you a shot because you're below this wall and you can't see over that wall. And that's not. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can get to that full cover. So I can give you to this full cover. It would activate them, and at least initially they wouldn't be able to flank you. There'd be a flanking chance after that, and if we're lucky, they don't scatter far because they're flashbanged, and I can get a flamethrower in there, because we can move the flamethrower pretty dang far. There's not a window there. There's a door opening though. We just don't know how they'll scatter. Not sure how they'll scatter, but I think we gotta come up there and activate. I do believe that is our play now. And then Lasermaster, unfortunately that's not a blue move, so we'll hold off on you in case we need you to do something. I don't want to let the loot go, but you're the closest to it. I think we want to activate them while they're a little woozy. That's what I'm counting on.
I'm on the move.
Well, he's a fool. He's quite the fool. It's not a guaranteed 100% hit though, but boy is he a fool. If we're able to kill the fool, it doesn't look like I'd be able to really get a flamethrower in there. Unless I came here, and our scan didn't reach that far that way, so that could be an activation. Too bad there's no window there. Now if it came over here, or is this the time to do a rocket with one scatter, maybe shoot an opening into that wall? Of course, then I won't have a flamethrower to use in that wall, but I might have a sniper shot that can get through the wall. So I got to think about this, because if I want to follow up, you could move there, but I don't think that gets you close enough for grenades. So we would not have grenades. It could open an extra shot for our sniper, or it could open an extra shot for Special McList. And your flashbang's on cooldown. Yeah, I think I'm just a step away from being able to do everything I might want to. Let's check Archangel again. I can't get close enough in cover to get a flamethrower in there. So really, I have to do a rocket to try and open this up. I just am concerned I don't have enough follow-up shots to guarantee what I want to happen. So, let's give it a go.
Going on the attack.
Okay, we killed a trooper. I didn't see a loot signal. He's standing in the open. Oh no, we can't see him. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, I know why. Because nobody has direct line of sight. That's why. Not even you? You're not close enough? Oh no. I gotta get line of sight over there, so maybe. From your angle, the full cover here shouldn't block your shot. So I gotta get up there with some line of sight. Okay. Lasermaster, give us some line of sight, I hope, as you get that loop.
Los geht's.
Don't activate anything else.
Ich hab das Ding.
Do we see him? No. Okay. I want to see if you see him from here.
Relocating here.
Okay, now we see him, and he is in the open. Do you see him? Yes. But it's squad sight, that's why it doesn't show a flank shot, but you still have a great shot. Let's connect. Come on, Aleksandra!
Ciekawy gadżet w polu widzenia.
Here we go.
Mamy sztywnego.
That was good. Now we have our sentry, who's going to be very dangerous. You're in full cover. You're in half cover. So I think we have to protect our half cover individual. Everybody else is in full cover. Although you technically, he'll be able to move. Oh, I don't think he can come out of here. Do we have somebody that sees him though? I don't know that we do. So I can't check his movement. Well, guess what? Specimic list, I move you here since you don't have a shot anyway. We could overwatch with you in case he comes out. I don't think they can go through these windows, but he could technically come around this way. But I can't check how far he'd be able to get. Would he be able to get close enough to see you in half cover? I don't know, but Sectoid is the weakest. So I think what I'll do is this. I'll move you into full cover so you can't get flanked. You just might see him from here. In fact, I almost guarantee you will. So you might be the target. Specimic list. 6 health. It'd be really hard for him to crit and kill you. So I think that's the play. Or I just put you in this full cover, then we're guaranteed that he can't kill you.
Closing in on the target.
Yeah, security level 4 is enemy on guard. I think at security level 5, their status changes and they start actively looking for us, I want to say. But I don't remember the exact numbers that switch over and how that works. So I'm going to protect Sectoid. The one who's not in full cover. There we go. In case the sentry goes rogue, and then I will overwatch with Husky in case he comes out to try and get a shot at us. Maybe we can get lucky with the hit. Sectoid, you also, actually, before we do that, you can't quite reach over there also, so at least you can overwatch yourself. We gave a regular assault rifle to you, so you might be able to do some damage. So let's do it.
Keeping my eyes here.
He's no longer disoriented, and he's moving. Overwatches.
The compound has been alerted to your presence. They're actively hunting for you now.
Yeah, enemy is alarmed. They are looking for us. So the good news is there should only, after this, sentry, there should only be a pot of 2 left. I mean, it shows 8 killed, but you gotta subtract 2 because 2 of those were zombies raised from the dead. So 6, 7, and then 2 more, 8, 9. So there should be another pot of 2 out there that we still need to see. So let's see if you can do the interference. Get rid of that awful. Well, yeah, there could be none left, but I always assume there's 9 until I find different. I always assume there's the max. Yeah, actually, for how many enemies we killed, I'm not upset with the timer. We have 5 turns to kill this guy, start moving towards the jail cell, and there's no reason to hack the jail cell till turn 10. So we have some turns to also look for the next pod. I can also, my move now is more than likely just come here and burn the guy. And then with the last pod, you know, hopefully we can utilize our grenades as some kind of group AoE thing for everybody else. There's a tower hack? There's no tower on this one. The only way we're going to get loot on this one, yeah, none of these, they may look like towers, but there's no towers on this mission. We do get a hack on the cell door, which hopefully we'll get something out of. So I'm kind of thinking, Lasermaster, we need loot. Let's bring you back here to get it. We don't want to give up the loot. Yeah, cheap plastic, a Temu, a Temu tower.
Bestätigt.
Was mache ich jetzt damit?
Okay. So I think I come here to just flame the guy. Oh, whoops. As long as I move the right guy. He's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he should be flammable.
Move it out.
That's my last flame charge. All right, he's gonna. Let's hope he burns and panics, so we don't have to worry about him.
Eliminate the target.
And he panicked. There we go. Is he burning though? Now, he does not seem to be burning, but he has panicked, so we still do have a need to take him out. So the way we'll try that. Do I see him from there? Do I see him from there? No. Do I see him from there? Yes. And we can try a walk fire. Interesting pathing. Well, we don't have our free reload anymore. Only 7%. Oh, because he hunkered with his panic. Well, we won't do the shot this turn. We'll just get ourselves in position, potentially, for a future kill. Maybe he'll move a step or two so he can panic next turn or something.
Moving out.
Oh, the other thing, no, we don't have combat protocol for another turn. I was going to say another thing. Well, we might as well, that's only 2%. So even the holo targeting is not going to help on that. So we'll bring you forward a little bit into full cover here.
Już tam jestem.
Would have been nice to reload, but We don't want to keep you too far at a distance because you're not fast, and at some point we're going to have to evacuate. The evacuation point at turn 10 is picked for us, so we don't get to choose where it's going to be. It just appears somewhere around, usually along the back of the building. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll come here, and then next turn, if we can figure out a way to wrap that guy, maybe he'll panic and run into the flame. You know, we could hope. I'm gonna come here so we're a little farther forward for a scan to try next turn.
Moving out.
And we'll even push you up. Next turn, one of you two is gonna have to pick up that loot. And we'll see if the other pod actively finds us.
Pushing that direction.
Let's hope. He's panicked. Now run around in the flames, all panicked. No, he didn't. And now he's burning. Now he caught fire. Hallelujah. He caught fire. So since you have my highest mobility, let's bring Archangel over here to pick up this loot. Maybe see the enemy. And I'm not going to scan for it because I got to get the loot no matter what. So if we activate, and he'll have movement to get into cover.
On my way. Nice.
Autoloader. I don't know about that music that just played. But if I think what we'll do, well, how about we do our final. I'll bring you up here to do a final scan. But since you only have a pea shooter left anymore, no rockets, no flamethrowers, let's at least get you into full cover. Just in case we activate so you don't get shot at. I'll Shinobi I left out in the open.
Push forward.
We try to learn from our mistakes around here. So let's come up over here and do a scan, see if we can figure out where that final pod of 2 is. Or the final pod that we think could be. Okay, we found it. Officer and the sentry. So not easy peasy pod necessarily. My sniper out of shot. Not a great shot. This gives you, I think all you see is that sentry. Fortunately, we can let him go because he'll burn. With one tick, he'll burn out. So he's not really an issue for us. Lasermaster, you're back into the game. But you're not in position, I don't think. Yeah, you can't get close enough to throw your flashbang. Yep. So we should see if we maybe can get you in such a position. Maybe we end up moving you over here since neither of them is on Overwatch. We get you close enough for maybe we need a flashbang, but nobody sees you on this side. I think he sees, yeah, he sees you over here, but it's a yellow move. So let's just get you hit and maybe you can help us next turn, one way or another.
Bin dabei.
And then Specific list. The sentry, unfortunately. Fortunately, Archangel has health. Yeah, we don't have sight on the guy in the back. Get aggressive, he's just going to be shooting at us, and I have no way to control him. Don't really have any shots I can get over on the officer. I can come forward with you and maybe we can at least injure him. There's a chance he's too far, because we don't have Bombardier yet. Yeah, let's come here. See if we can reach him with your last grenade. You might not be able to. So that's at the far extremities of your reach. And we're not going to kill him. So I may keep you there. Just take a pot shot with Aleksandra. Just, you know, hope and pray that we do some damage, because I'm not going to get anybody else up for damage this turn. Yeah, it's like with only 2 left, we better damn well come up with a way to figure out how to take them out. So part of me is saying, let's get Specimic List over here in the back so we can maybe get up here for a shot from high ground. It kind of keeps me, if he can't, oh, there's a window there. That may be what I do. Now he might be able to see us through the window if I come up top. And he could definitely run forward and potentially see us through the window, but he wouldn't necessarily know we were there. And if I come in here, we'd get our own shot, but not necessarily a good one because he's also in full cover. But it would get us close enough. Oh wait, that I can't reach that far. I don't want to count on a fire zone. So maybe I go to full cover and put you on Overwatch. And then if he pushes forward, we don't have many options from there. Because your blue move from here doesn't get you to a shooting point. Fudge. So maybe I end up keeping you back here, hoping they come towards us. Is that a play? It may or may not happen. He may just stay there on Overwatch. Where's my the specialist is right here. Yeah, we do have combat protocol available. Another low percentage shot against the officer. I think I come here and Overwatch from full cover in case he moves forward. And if the officer gets crazy moving forward, potentially see him through the window.
Position confirmed.
And this guy dies, as we've said, so we're gonna hope somebody in the process. Thing is, you're probably gonna get shot at. Fortunately, you don't see the officer to mark you. And I think I just take a pot shot here. Means next turn I'd have to reload, so all maybe we'd be able to do with you is hollow target. Or because you're out of sight, maybe they move not knowing where you are. Well, they kind of probably do know where you are. That's such a low shot. We're going to reload and be ready for upcoming. I have nobody that's going to shoot on the officer. I think I play it safe and do some hunkers because I can't reach him and hope the next turn we can do something. You still have 2 interferences potentially to help us out. As long as you can get line of sight. Or line of sight with your gremlin. So I think I play it safe, trying to keep us from getting hit.
Good.
Hold on.
Jest, pozycja obronna.
It means Archangel is not hunkered, and I think I keep you on Overwatch. Because we don't have the officer over on this side to mark us.
First thing that moves gets it.
Yeah, panic removed. Well, the officer moved back on Overwatch. Oh, we got... There goes Flawless. There goes Flawless. We got hit. We got played. Okay. Now we got to stay alive. Interference. That's the officer. If I had thought about it, we probably could have put an aid protocol there. If it was available, but it does go on cooldown. I didn't even check, I think, to see if it was available. It is available this turn. Yeah, I know, a crit in full cover is nasty. Extremely nasty. So he didn't move that far back. So I'm hoping now that we can hurt him.
Something to remember me by.
Please. They need remembering. Okay. We don't have great shots anymore. And this guy, we don't have a way to break his interference. Unless we get some kind of line of sight on him with the gremlin. Because we don't have it. Okay, you see, we can see him. That little icon that shows the gear means we can see him with the gremlin there. But that puts us in half cover against the officer. Of course, then I can move back. I need to. That's not a flank on the officer. Unfortunately, that's corner cover. Lasermaster can throw... He can move up to full cover and throw a flashbang. Make the officer a little more docile. We still have the problem with the sentry. So, we're going to take the pot shot here and just see how it goes, since I don't have another shooter over here. That was like shoot off that way, and that was a shoot around the corner shot, and of course it missed Aleksandra. So let's get a little closer with the flashbang.
Das kann ich machen.
Hopefully they don't get another lucky shot on us.
Seht euch das gut an!
Yeah, security level 7. And it goes up to 10 before the reinforcements are automatic. So hopefully Archangel, because he has so much health, maybe his injury time won't be so bad. It's too bad he doesn't have anything else he can do. Now I can bring him here and he won't be seen. And there's no way anybody can get up there to see him this turn. And maybe if this guy does something weird, we can do something. So I think I break his Overwatch. Come in to do my own, say, walk fire. So we can start wearing him down. But we're running out of options. I can hit. So we'll do the gremlin to get rid of interference. We won't have any more interference. Yeah, that's. I'm kind of leaning towards seeing if I can get him close enough. But I'm afraid if I don't leave a target for him, he'll move out of the way. If I get this close, we got both barrels, but then I won't have a way to remove his Overwatch. You see. That's a little bit of a problem. Because this is my last interference. Yeah, if I move up to the roof, maybe I'm close enough. Depending on how he moves. And depending on if he overwatches, which he could end up doing, and I have no more guaranteed hits, well, I'd have combat protocol to remove Overwatch. There's that. Then I need to move you out of the way so you don't get shot. And with him having no targets, he's more than likely gonna move. So where's everybody else situated? Full cover. We gotta expect more potential shots into full cover. Yeah, I don't think he can't flank. So everybody else is in full cover again. But he moves to get rid of full cover. And so I think I come here so we get out of sight so we don't get hit again.
Move out.
And then I think we probably move you here out of sight. So we potentially have both barrels. At the very least, we can move to that window or this window, depending on where he goes to shoot. Maybe we get lucky with a flank. So let's go here. It feels safe. I don't think there's any way he can get around us up here or shoot at us up here.
On it.
Let's hope I'm right. There's Machinehater down there. We'll just have you overwatch, because what else are you gonna do? Therefore, I don't need to remove the interference this turn. And hopefully we can graze him somehow, so we can combat protocol the officer. Who's most likely to get shot at by the sentry? That's the question. Who should get an aid protocol? Well, to be quite honest, it should be Sectoid, because he's got the least health. If we're gonna get a lucky crit through cover again, it's gotta be him. Hopefully anybody else can hold up to it. And you're out of actions because you flashbang. Okay, so really it's just you, Spesh. And I think we take a chance since you have high health. We overwatch you in case we get lucky on the sentry moving. So I think we got to do that. And cross our fingers.
Nice deal, Commander.
Okay. Okay, so we eliminated the officer. That frees things up too. We don't know where the sentry went. He's still there. So he is most likely on Overwatch. I need someone to see him, however. That allowed our gremlin to see him, but I don't know that that's close enough. And now, so, you know, how do we see him? The only way to see him is get hit. Oh, damn it. And I can't bring you here in case he can see that angle coming up. He shouldn't. And if he's there, what does this window give us? I don't think it gives us, it doesn't even come close to giving us a flank. And if I run across the window, his Overwatch gets us. So we're back to a pew-pew contest again. So I think this is what we do. I bring Archangel here, and then the following move I bring him here so we get sight on the guy. He will not get shot at that way. I don't think. Well, I don't think I don't think I can jump down safely, because the moment we go from here to jump down, so I think this is the best way to get line of sight. Then last turn I was able to see him. I got that one interference left. I should be able to get rid of the Overwatch. Then maybe we can get close enough for both barrels. So that's the plan. Come here. Don't be seen for his Overwatch.
Whatever you say.
And find him for us, would you? There he is. And oh my god. He's not on Overwatch, the little silly sentry. I think we got this now. Yeah, both barrels, just to be safe.
On the move.
You got this, Spesh. I do it with one barrel? No, there's a chance we get min damage. Both barrels it is. And we've cleared the map. Okay, now we got 2 turns to get everybody in there. So we're ready to hack. Okay, we're in position to hack before reinforcements from here, so let's get moving.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, it's better to make sure at this point, because I had no follow-up. Well, yeah, I did. I could have got a line of sight for, you know,
I heard you.
combat protocol. We're out of grenades. We don't know where, so I want to get you up on the roof for when we start overwatching for reinforcements. Next turn, we'll do the hack, bringing in the reinforcements. I want to get Lasermaster in there, Lasermaster, Machinehater Jr. in there to open the cell door. That seems appropriate here. Open the cell door for us. and it's a new turn. Get in there. Get by the cell. You won't be able to open it this turn, but he doesn't have. We don't know. He can't. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be in place. Everybody's getting in place. Getting everybody in position. Oh, is there a way up? Oh yeah, you're standing in front of the way up. Okay. So we'll get you on the roof.
You're the boss.
I don't know where the Overwatch reinforcements will drop, but we're getting on the roof, getting ready for it.
Rozkaz, pędzę.
We aren't hacking with him. He's just there to open the door. That's his dad in there. This is Machinehater Jr., and we're rescuing Machinehater. We're role-playing right now, Captain Timoza, just so you know, or Felipe. This is the Machinehater family here. All right, let's look at the hack. Oh, Specimic List is the only one we want to get moving. We'll bring him up here.
No need to ask me twice.
We're going to be overwatching. We don't know where they'll ultimately land, but...
Push him back!
Okay, small intel for 77, enemy protocol. Whatever that is, let's go take a look. Much needed for this group, but we also need intel because we got to get up to 100 intel because I need to expand to that third region as fast as possible. Because in a perfect world, the sooner the better, so I can put them on recruit. Because any region we need to expand to right now only has four Haven personnel, and we need to be able to recruit for a little bit before we start scanning, ideally. So I want to expand as quickly as possible because we got crappy havens to expand to. So we're going for the intel. Come on, we need the intel. Yes. And we could have increased his hacking score, but I needed right now. I need that any little extra intel. It's probably only 10, but I'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah.
This is Firebrand. Evac request
Okay,
confirmed.
let's go
Hold
see
tight.
where is that compared to where we are. So it's out the side door. Okay, so we will start. Whoops, not this turn. We got 3 turns. Next turn we'll have the red reinforcements incoming signal. So let's get you. Where's your quickest way to get to the roof? Yeah, we'll bring Husky over this way.
Moving.
Okay, so reinforcements are now incoming.
Distress signal, and we're already picking up multiple inbound transports.
We're gonna open the door.
VIP in Sicherheit sind unterwegs.
And to be quite honest, we'll give them a moment for their reunification here. And then, quickly, go hide! Don't die on this one for us. In fact, we'll move you into the next cell. Actually, you could make it from where you are when we need to run you. So let's just hide in the corner. Machinehater, at least before he becomes a soldier, has plenty of movement. And we're gonna bring you up. No, we're gonna bring you here just so you can, everybody on deck overwatching, even if maybe you can shoot somebody through a window. So everybody's gonna move in such a way that they can overwatch. Because we don't know where they'll land. We're just gonna see if we can get lucky with an overwatch. You may not see anybody. But we're gonna
I see
overwatch
it.
you.
Moving there now.
Because we don't know where they'll land.
Keeping my eye out.
We'll start sliding you down to this corner.
Acknowledged.
Unfortunately, Aleksandra, you can't move and overwatch, so overwatch from there. Let's just hope we're gonna see these people when they land, because we don't really know where they're gonna land.
I'm on defense.
Fetch list. One up here.
Moving out.
And we'll see if any of our Overwatch shots get high ground help.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Bring you up here.
I'll attack them over there.
Yeah, what were the odds? If I had gone for it, Felipe, you know I need the intel. I'm more worried right now about expanding, because we're going to be expanding into a region with 4 to help us scan. And in a perfect world, I can do that very soon, and then put that, and then afford to keep scanning in the other 2 till they get too hot. And at the same, then build up my recruits to 6 before we start scanning in a new place. That's kind of my thought process. Whether it's the right process or not, that's my thinking. How many? Okay, 2. And they're at the burnt out end. Well, we'll be lucky if we hit anybody from where we are. They're
I got one over
way
there.
over there. We hit. We hit. Can we take them out? I think we get a turn break. A 1-turn break, I think, from when they go crazy on us. So we can't flank with you. This is not good if they're going to get a chance to get lucky shots on us. I can come down here with you guys, but there's no guaranteed kills with anybody. What we do have... Where's Husky? What I should have over here is... Now it says it's not line of sight. I don't know if I don't have line of sight, I don't know if my combat protocol works. Let's at least look.
I'm on it, Commander.
And I don't have line of sight. Wow. Well, we can flank the guy down there, but then we got to worry about getting shot at when this guy down here moves. Fortunately, evac is in a turn, so maybe we just all run away and get out. I think we're missing kill experience from that. Go Machinehater. I think these first reinforcements are one of the rare groups of reinforcements that give us kill experience. So, because you're exposed, we get you running, and then there's no secure place to shoot from, because he could come out here and flank us. Well, you're not stick. You're run. Let's get out of here.
Już biegnę!
So I think I keep you on Overwatch here.
Kein Problem, Boss. Bin dabei.
I want to take the shot on this guy, but I don't then want to have the other guy come out and take a half cover shot on us. That concerns me a tiny bit. Especially with you.
Okay.
Whatever you say. I've got your back. Yes, Commander.
You're too squishy. I don't want to play with you. Let's see if he finds us to take a
Wir haben
shot.
wohl ein paar Freunde gerufen.
This is Firebrand. It's time
Apparently
to
not.
go.
Okay, he's back
Firebrand
there.
is in position and the compound is on full alert. Time to move.
But what's going to happen is one of us won't be able to get out right now. That is you, Specimic List. But the new recruits that drop in shouldn't be on Overwatch, and he is too far back, I think, to be on Overwatch against you. So I think overall we'll be okay. %, aim. I really upset Felipe here, didn't I? I really upset Felipe. Okay, let's get out with your dad.
Klingt machbar.
As far as Lasermaster Jr. is concerned, we succeeded.
VIP in Sicherheit und bereit zur Evakuierung.
Okay, Specimic List, you're going to get back here for your turn to evac.
Moving out.
And everybody else at this point, we're going to get you
Push
going.
forward.
Think I need to keep you here for interference in case this guy runs up and overwatches. He's so far back. I think we're okay.
Affirmative.
All right.
Biegnę!
You can keep your medal to your competition.
There's the next drop.
Advent-Truppen nähern sich unserer
You
Position.
can argue all you want, Felipe. It was a 33% chance I threw away for something that I felt more confident I was going to get. We'll just disagree on that one as far as the choice. You can say go for it all day long because it's an opportunity you don't usually get. I say I'm going to take the better chance to get something right now, because right now expanding is important to me, and expanding fast is important to me, because the only regions I can expand to have 4 individuals in it, and I can't find a mission with 4 individuals very effectively. So I would like to expand as soon as possible so I can recruit for a little while to get them up to 6 before we turn to intel. I made a decision, and that's the way it goes. We'll disagree till the end of time.
Consider me there.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
All right, so we completed. Excellent. We got that one full cover crit. You know, in most other worlds, it's an ablative hit or something, and we get out of this clean. But I'm not expecting a super long injury time. At least I'm hoping that we don't have a super long injury time. Who will be Lasermaster Machinehater Jr. Good mission for your rookie job. Got to get your dad out. Mission accomplished. Special List pulled in MVP on this one. So, almost looks like you're standing in candles here, but I think I want to randomize your look. There we go. And MVP. We have a mission where we're going to get 26. We're still shy by at least 50 more to get the next region. So we're not even close. I'm trying to just grab at any source of intel I can find right now. We need to agree to disagree right now. You've clearly made your point. All right, number 15. Yeah, so where's MVP on this one? Way up at the top. Oh, we're gonna change the font. Make it bigger. A little more noticeable. Just do it like that. Follow me into battle. A hero for humanity. Job is done. That is true. Let's see. Archangel, 2 kills on that. 17 damage dealt. Good job for you. Yeah, it is kind of nice about the game, Path Forger. It's a nice way to have a little fun with the game. 2 kills, 7 damage dealt, 100% shooting. Well, you're the grenade guy, so and I would have taken that last shot with you if I didn't have to worry about you getting shot at with only 3 health beyond your ablative. So good job, Sectoid, with the grenades. And Aleksandra got a kill. She got a taste of action. Hopefully that's getting her a promotion so we can get death from above and start giving her skills to improve her aim and whatnot. Or just make her a better soldier. I can't remember the path we chose for her. So there we go. Good job, team. Let's get our mission photo. It's not quite everybody. There we go. Sectoid decided to hide just a little, but we got everybody in there. I don't know what this is, this pole coming down in there, but we get to see everybody, and I like it. This is a compound mission. Let's see. How do we want to label this as a mission? Let's do that. It was a compound VIP, and then we'll add, just so we know, this was the Machinehater mission. And there we go. We can remember what this one's for anytime we look back on it. So there we go. Good job, team. A rare Utopian hovering post. Yeah, and if I had gone for it, Felipe, we wouldn't have got it. And then what do we do? You know, it's easy for you to argue for it because you know we got it. You got to remember, it was a 1 in 3 chance. And I know your argument and the point of it is that you got to go for it no matter what because of how big of a thing it is. I went for the sure intel, and we're just going to disagree, Felipe. Let that sink in. Yeah, we can continue. And we'll get back to the map and see what we could do. We got to find some more missions now. We're starting to get too many soldiers not infiltrating now. I think we only have one more active infiltration going right now, so we need to find some more missions.
Advent officials revealed today's maneuver by local peacekeepers was a planned
and
exercise.
A new record for shot percentage. It didn't feel all that amazing, but we'll take a new shot percentage. 83% hit average. Specimen list, most damage, most attack. Well, I got her shooting. I was trying to get Aleksandra promoted, give her a chance at some shots, so we can get some better stuff with her. There we go.
I never had any doubts about your capabilities, Commander. Excellent work as always.
We always try to do better, Felipe, but it's a game of percentages, RNG chances, and nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is ever guaranteed. Okay, we got a promotion, 13 days. More than I was hoping for single digit because of the amount of health he has, but better than 20-something days. So I'll try to look at the bright side. Sectoid, what's your promotion? Needle grenades, big one. We don't have to destroy any more loot with you. Awesome. And your bond mate? Yep. Death from above. Love it. Now, yeah, that's the way we decided to go pretty standard. More than likely. And probably reposition. Yeah, well, we got a couple options where I can't make up my mind, but lethal is going to help with our damage. Lead to target, we could, yeah, but we can't pick them all. We can't pick them all. Long watch, probably get dropped. Congratulations, Aleksandra. And Archangel, Roust is next up for you. We could go concussion rocket, fire a special rocket that deals low damage but impairs the enemy. But I think I'm just leaning into the flame build with you. Needle grenades, explosives, which includes fire, is my understanding. Don't destroy loot. And we'll have a couple extra rockets. So, but even though we're still going with the flame build. And you did a good job with the flamethrower today. You did a good job. All right. So we got a hacking PCS, 6 hacking. There's 6 of the 10. Although a basic PCS for 6 hacking is probably not even going to get used. I hold out for a better PCS hacking. Advanced scope we picked up. Perception for aim. I hold out for better perception, so we're probably selling those two. Advanced scope, advanced autoloader, probably hang on to. Intel 10, and we got Machinehater. All right. 3 wounded. Not good news. Not good news. Laser weapons 7 days though, which is why I decided to build or start the guerrilla tactics school.
Advent's got their propaganda machine working overtime.
We're
still seeing a steady flow of migrants.
We do have a mission out there.
I'm not sure they have
another
to do all that much convincing.
25-ish. I can't remember the exact number.
I'm not sure I'd trade my freedom for a few hot meals and the cure for the common cold.
Shut up, guys. I'm talking.
Well, maybe not.
Do we have
what about
any
the terminally ill, the elderly, or the disabled? The aliens can offer them something we can't. Something most people would trade anything for.
You're wrong about that, Doctor.
Okay, let's look at Machinehater's promotions.
Even if it means they have to endure the pains of being human.
I just hope they see it that way.
Let's see what he's got. He's got close encounters. Probably not for technical. Stiletto, shots fired with your assault rifle, pierce 3 armor. You have enough movement? Maybe we can get away with carrying you assault rifle when we get this. Piercing 3 armors. Bad. Resilience, enemy attacks against you suffer crit hit chances. We got full kit giving you an extra grenade. Not really. Free flashbang. Bombardier, thrower launch grenades. Well, we don't throw or launch grenades so much with you. Lick your wounds, hunker down, restores 2 health when used. You know, I'm really not thrilled with a lot of these. And anyway, we got low combat intelligence, which means we have 35 points to work with. So, more or less, we're looking at picking up 1. Yeah, but he doesn't spend his time throwing grenades, and then carrying a grenade is usually what I don't want to do on him. It slows him down, although if I give him an SMG, then it gives him another something else he can do. I mean, we can give him more utility. I make him, because I make him a flamer. He has an SMG, so he can also move to get in closer with his throwables. And Bombardier to throw him farther. 20, 35. So we could go 20, 30. And we only get 35. So we couldn't pick up all of them. But if I am gonna go full kit, I can carry 2 grenades for the weight of 1. I'd say I don't like shooty technicals. That's just me. I like either making them rockets or flamers. Period. I not have good experience with shooty guys there. Maybe a shooty spec, maybe, you know, other things, but I've not had good luck with shooty flamers. Of course you want good mobility. That's why he'd make a great flamer with backup with grenades for when he runs out of flame charges. That's what my gunners do, the shredding. That's kind of the way I play on my teams. My gunners get the shredder. Without a doubt, without fail. Yeah, it's always an option to get it on somebody else. I'm going for a Rocketeer build. If he started with 70, I would think about a Rocketeer build, but this is his Lance Corporal number. You got to remember, this is not rookie stats. So that's why sometimes, rather than Roust, if I don't think he has enough health, but our other technicals also have 4, sometimes I'll go Formidable to get extra ablative instead of Roust. To be quite honest, Roust is situational. I don't always use it. But I'm gonna mark this. I'm gonna go. Ooh, let's not commit to that yet. I'm gonna mark these 2. Maybe going formidable. He's got a hit with Shredder. His aim's above average. You know, aim is probably above average overall. That's what I'm saying. It's average aim, and I never would have gone shooty with him, or picked him as going shooty with that starting aim. I'm marking it this way. Gonna make him burn, baby, burn. I may go Formidable over Roust, because Roust, while it can come in handy if we got Overwatchers on the group to make them move and set up that mechanic, Formidable for a guy who gets in close can be very, very helpful. Yeah, he's got great will. So he'll be able to go out on many, 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 many missions in a row. I think this is the way we're doing it. There you go. Feel free to, and then I'm just gonna promote. He's gonna be a new fire guy. He's the will of all wills, yeah. Compare how everybody on the team started so many 20s. It's nice to see somebody with high will. And then Lasermaster, I have him down actually as a shinobi. His movement is actually 16 when you take away what he's carrying right now. 13 and then add 3, because take off the frag, flashbang, ceramic plating, and his base movement is 16. Which is more than good enough. His aim base is sure as heck better than Anaconda, I think, for his chances to hit. And I need more shinobis to scout for us, so I'm leaning into him for a shinobi. So Lasermaster, you're this game. I think you were a sharpshooter officer. We went that route with you because you had super high aim, but going shinobi this time. Yeah, he's in line for a will PCS as soon as we can get it. So he won't be able to go out on a lot of back-to-back missions until we get him some more will. Well, it's up to 27 now with his promotion. Still pretty pathetic, but you know, he did gain a little extra will, thank goodness. And for Shinobi, do you have anything good? Double tap, Predator, ranged attacks? No. Sensor overlays? All... Oh, we haven't heard somebody play that one in a while. That's Derek. I haven't heard that. Somebody didn't play that noise. That's your welcome in here noise, Derek. I'm going, wait, I haven't heard that noise in a while. Glad you can make it in, my friend. Glad you could make it in. We survived the mission. If you ever go back, you could read all the comments. There were some disagreements on some of my choices. We got somebody crit through full cover, and so he's going to be injured for 14 days. Archangel is, but other than that, it was close to a flawless mission. Other than that oddity there. Yeah, I could see sensor overlays because for enemies, I assume it counts for enemies you can see while you're hidden, and that helps all
From what I've
squad
heard, the
members get
Resistance has already
crits.
seen a boost in their recruitment efforts.
So I kind of like the idea of that. You also have high combat intelligence, which is nice for a change.
Now they'll be expecting us to hit the aliens where it hurts.
Technically, that means I have
We've got plenty of people itching to
49 points to spend without dipping into the pool. Range attacks gain 15 bonus aim, 15 bonus crit against enemies that are flanked. Well, I guess your aim would be good enough, but you're usually only carrying an SMG, so I'll hold off on picking that one. Because your mobility at 16 is decent, but it's not a... Well, we'll see. We'll see. Fortify, being able to grant extra defense, especially if you know you're going in and gonna be kind of open. Preservation. It's a cheap pickup. When your concealment is broken, you get extra defense for 2 turns. Maim. That can sometimes be helpful when those drones fake me out. Yeah, the Psi offense stat. Yeah, well, I'll mark Predator if it turns out mobility-wise, because you don't carry a lot of extra paraphernalia either, usually. And I could. A Shinobi doesn't have to have the fastest speed. We'll mark it as a possibility because your chances to flank are strong, and if you're carrying a better weapon, you have enough speed where you can survive as a Shinobi. So we'll see. It's just detection range is better with an SMG, so I tend to prefer, because you scout, yeah, I just don't do a lot of shooty Shinobis. Unless they happen to start with super high aim. And I tend to be more uniform, at least in the classes in my builds, so I remember who has what. Nothing worse, and you know how I think, Felipe, especially you. Oh God, I thought you had this perk. Oh no, you don't have this perk. You know, I try to avoid setting myself up for that kind of stuff. We know we're going into iffy things. Fortify could be helpful, and so we'll mark these as potentials. You can argue maim, but you know, I'm so used to having my Shinobis just move in with my combatives. I guess if we went shooty, you could also argue that we could get away without Executioner. Well, some of us do. It has to have some really fantastic things down here to change my mind. Because I like flame. I mean, I like the melee attack, getting Reaper with a sword guy. That's probably one of my favorite potential skills. Yeah, move and shoot. It's not. I don't play nice with those particular skills. I've tried them before, but you don't want to see how I play, and you'll be whining me all day long about why didn't you do that with that skill? Why didn't you do this with that skill? So I'm gonna mark what I'm used to doing, and I'm basically going bottom row here once again. That's the way I think it. Obviously, minds can be changed. Feel free to argue with me, try to change my mind. I have before in the past. Lasermaster, if you see this and you want some different perks, you know, I'm working with Captain Timoza, so you know you can't influence me on skills and perks when it's your character especially. Let's move on. It's time to move on. Ooh, yeah, we gotta get moving. We gotta look for a new mission, and we gotta get back out there. So we got some new alloys and Elerium crystals to investigate. We'll not do that quite yet because we need more missions first. We have, what, 9 days before we have to get over there? And all these missions that are left don't have good enough timers. Yeah, 3 days, 1 days. We got Jailbreak coming up next. We got this, but I've also got a fair amount of soldiers available. I want to keep scanning for another mission. We're going to do that right here. We're Strength 2, Vigilance 2, where we know we have a potential, you know, liberation mission chain to get started. So I'm coming over here to scan. Each one is their own beast, Derek. That's a hard call for me because they're so different. The regular game has a totally different infiltration mechanic. I think the tutorials that helped me a lot are Derava's tutorial. Probably because there's such a big difference, you want to go here. I joined the Long War of the Chosen Discord. They have pinned a lot of Derava. He's a very good player who does some very intelligent tutorials that probably will help you learn some of the more confusing mechanics. It's true, Captain Timoza, you do learn. Compared to this game, it's bad habits. So let's come over here and scan.
Eastern United States.
So I guess I would say go Long War of the Chosen first. I wouldn't start on the hardest difficulty to learn it.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, we learned bad habits watching me. But, is there Ava in here by chance? Yeah. There you go. Let's, how convenient. See? See what I do for you? Let's scan for a mission here. What'd we find? This is a liberation mission, but it's only 2-day timer. And even boosting that, I don't think I can squeeze in 4 guys. And we saw how my last 4-man team did. Let's at least go in there and take a look at the timer. I have a feeling we're gonna have to pass on this, knowing me. But let's take a peek at it and just see who we have available. We have. Oh, I didn't put anybody in the Havens. That may be. Well, I still think it would have been a low timer, but a little oversight there because I pulled them. Anyway, let's just see who's available. Our newest Shinobi. You guys, are you getting tired yet? No. We'd have a sharpshooter. It's not really a sharpshooter mission per se. technical could go out on this. Sharpshooter, ranger, specialist. Probably risk getting Specimic list tired. I mean, I probably could have a good enough, maybe 4-man team. I might. Well, we could survive with technical with napalm instead of splitting you guys up. Let's just put 4 guys in there and see if boosted. But I don't want to. I don't. See, that's the thing right now. I need to expand with only these 2 things, and the only place I can expand for 100 intel is into havens with only 4. That's my only expansion option, and I'm not thrilled about. In a perfect world, I can gain intel. Well, let's just put 4 soldiers in here. I got to at least see what it would be. Father-son combination on this thing too. Look at that. Got Trojan, that could be helpful. And then you also get a Grenadier on this. You now have Needle. A shooty guy would be helpful. If we got an AoE guy, a shooty guy, and then if, yeah, see, even boosted, it's 10 to 12 4-man. I'm not up for that. I can't do it. I don't have that of a skill level, so we're gonna have to wait for it to come around again and go from there and continue scanning. But anyway, the regions we can contact all have 4, and so I'm trying to build up. We get intel from this mission. It's another reason I don't really want to spend to boost, but this is a intel mission. It would then get us up less than 25 away. What do we get on this one again? Yeah, 26. Gets us closer to being able to expand. So I don't want to boost if I don't have to. So let's keep scanning. Oh, and now that I noticed, let's get my Haven advisors back in so we can do a job. Who has goodwill? So Carlos, your will is still strong. We'll probably get you in there. We'll throw Machinehater in there maybe. Yeah, there we go. Machinehater, welcome aboard. Let's make sure you at least have ablative on you. And you're probably got enough. Yeah, I'm okay with 15 movement and keeping you with this weapon, just in case, until we take you out for real, maybe. A potential find faceless mission, I'm okay having you carry that. And then over here, we will put the Husky. Well, let's get it. People recovered the yeah, you're only missing 1 out of 52. Sectoid, you got the call. So you're going to be my advisor there. You're kitted out okay. Yeah. There we go. Let's get scanning again. Intel 7, and everybody's on Intel. Let's scan. Oh, we just got strength increase here, and we just got a mission go to 100%. What great timing. So we now have strength 3 over in the eastern US, and we now have still strength 2 over here. So let's get let's take a look at this. 10 to 12. What is the team? Zigzag, Napalm X, Gunner with center mass, Grenadier with needle grenades, Specialist with, yeah, squatty skills. Rookie. So we don't have Trojan yet. We don't have any Lance Corporal things. let's see. And then 2 rookies, because I threw in 2 rookies due to the early injuries. That's why. So I'm almost tempted to let... I don't know. I don't really want to wait a whole nother day. Yeah. Again, new rookie, 2 more resistance personnel, which is huge. So I'll tell you what, I may change my mind coming up on this, but we probably can do it 10 to 12. Rescue rebels, it should be a good enough. We're still force level 2, so I'm not going to have to worry about priests or, you know, the ones that come with them, the stun lancers. So we're still low-level troops overall, lower level, so we probably can do this. So let's wait. The very worst is I contemplate, before we stream again on Monday, I contemplate and I get nervous and I decide to let a little more time go by to see if we can over-infiltrate to get it back to 7 to 9. So it's the fact that we have 2 rookies and a squaddy on there, so half the team is low level, but I gotta have more confidence in what I can do if we're gonna be able to get enough missions going, and I can't always wimp out. So there you go. We can probably do this, so let's wait. Well, I'm out of time to start a new mission right now. We're out of time, you know that. So it's definitely doable. So let's plan on having the jailbreak next time, my friends. That's probably what we're going to be doing. Let's just plan on it. And then after that, we'll shortly have this one. At least this one stayed, knock wood, stayed at strength 2. But yeah, it's doable. It is doable because we got some good troopers out here. I don't want to sell them short. You know, I'm an amazing technical. Let's face it. Ogre, we know he's good. Drummix, he's solid. We got some at least Lance Corporal skills there, and it's a full team of 6. So it's not like we're trying to do this and sweat it out with a team of 4 or 5. Should even be doable with 5. So I just gotta trust my skills, play smart. You know, like today, bad things can happen. Crit through full cover, you know, they happen. Not much you can do about it. So this is what we're coming up to, but that's next time. So here's the schedule for next week. I marked my Tuesday and Thursday as more than likely we're going to continue pushing forward with Terror from the Void, but because of the update having messed up with a lot of things, I kept a backup that we fall back if there continues to be new problems, that we fall back to Long War of the Chosen on these. That's why you're seeing both. But in general, Long War, Terror from the Void, Long War, Terror from the Void. So a standard week, unless there's more game-breaking bugs that prove to have happened with Snapshot's wonderful update. We already know we can't do the final mission. It's borked temporarily. Oh, did it fix some of the bugs? So I'll be checking in. So that's why I kept it here, but not knowing how quick some of the updates would happen, I put both there. So ideally we go Long War, Terror from the Void, Long War, Terror from the Void, Long War. So we'll keep our fingers crossed on that, my friends. We'll keep our fingers crossed. And thanks for everybody hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And this is ZigZagZog signing off from, you know, somewhere in the world. And thanks for dropping in. Hope to see you again in the future, whether it's Monday or Tuesday for whatever playthrough is the one you like to follow. And that's it. Anyone on Twitch, hang out. We're going to do a raid. Everybody else, everybody else on YouTube, ciao. We're dropping out.